Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, weekend hunters of all ages, it's Shawn from the Weekend Hunter. Thanks for watching today's video. Look, by the title, you know today's video is going to be awesome, and we're going to get straight into that action here momentarily. I just want to take a brief moment to talk to you about Grim Reaper broadheads. Jared and Joe are going to kill a couple of bucks today in this video. Both of them use the Grim Reaper broadheads mini mag. Outstanding cuts, outstanding breakout for a mechanical. All four prongs broke out, just delivered fatal shots. Of course, they both put excellent shots on their bucks and really let the broadhead do the rest of the work. So it was an outstanding hunt for both of them this last weekend. And I'm not going to spoil much else from that. And we're just going to get straight to the video, and I'll maybe talk here and there a little bit in between. So let's get to it. It is Friday, November 4th. At 5:20, I have left work and I'm headed up to my parents' place in Kansas City. I only get one hunt this weekend, just due to schedule and everything else. And so, like I mentioned on last week's video, Pitchfork has shown up on my trail camera that I put out 2 weeks ago with game. This weekend, the past 2 years, I have killed my bucks. My last 2 bucks, I've gotten them on this weekend. And so it's important that I get out there, get up there and get in the woods. I've got 2 more cameras I'm gonna put out. Hopefully bracket Pitchfork and figure out where he's coming in and where he's leaving, figure out where he's bedding, and just really kind of hone in on this guy. This buck means a lot. It's the last year to hunt at my parents' place. I've been going after him for 4 years. This would be the perfect end to the property. This would be the perfect end to the story up there, hunting at my parents'. It's where I first learned to bow hunt. It's where I first started to bow hunt since they've had this property. And ultimately it would culminate in me killing my biggest deer of my life. And so I'm super excited about that. And I'm excited about the opportunity that he could come walking through tomorrow morning. Joe's gonna hunt up there with me tomorrow morning. He's gonna hunt the upper level. Now that's where I've killed my 2 big bucks, or not big, but it's where I've killed my 2 bucks the last couple years, and where I've killed a doe at 3 years ago. So the upper level has all the potential in the world to kill a deer, to kill him. It's where Madison saw him last year. But he's been showing up on the trail camera down in the bottom. And so that's where I'm gonna try to set up tomorrow morning, is down in the bottom to hopefully take care of him. But we will see, and if neither of us get a shot at him, then that's what the trail cameras are for, to help bracket him, bracket his time slot. Get him on the table, get him in the freezer. So stick around and we'll see you in a little bit. All right guys, it's Friday night. Joe and I are out presetting our stands. As you can see, it's raining, and I just set up one of my trail cams over an old scrape that we found. Oh, it's not found, it's an old one that I knew about, but I'm just getting that set up. And then Joe's back here getting his climber set up. I'm setting him up on the top part of the property where I've killed my bucks the last 2 years. And so he's gonna be in a perfect spot if he's getting set up over here with his climber. He's got a good tree. So we're gonna get him finished set up, and then we're gonna go down to the creek, put out the last camera, and get my sticks and platform preset for tomorrow morning. Man, it's wet.
Yeah, you're telling me, pal.
I'm appreciative that Joe helped me get my sticks set in the middle of a torrential downpour that Kansas City's getting at the moment. It's supposed to let up right about the time that we go into the woods tomorrow, hopefully. The creek that I've got to cross is already up over my boots. I've got a pair of waders around here somewhere that I'm gonna probably have to wear down and then take off when I get down to the tree, to the saddle setup. But I feel good. You're set up off the trail.
Man, that was a lot of hard work. It better pay off. 'Cause you were deep down in there. It's tough. I've got 2 inches of water in my boots. Bro.
Yeah, it's, I'm soaked, you're soaked. A cup of coffee and some hot chocolate sounds pretty good right about now.
Yeah,
But so,
sure.
we will see what pays off tomorrow. We're gonna see if any of those deer show back up. We didn't spook anything up, so I felt good about that. Or at least that we were aware of.
If we did, we didn't hear nothing.
Yeah, and yeah, we'll see.
We're gonna do a clean sweep.
Clean
on those
sweep.
bucks back there tomorrow.
Double up. That's the plan. Let's double up in the morning. So we will see you bright and early in the morning. Well, it's 9:10, and unfortunately I went ahead and called the hunt for me. Joe shot himself a little buck, so we've still got to go find that, recover that, get that back up to the house. Excited for him, first time being here, getting to hunt this place. Of course, parents are selling the place, so you know, he's 1 for 1. So congrats, Joe. Let's go recover it. And I've got 2 or 3 more weekends left. That was really disappointing, but exciting. Pitchfork came in right in about 6:15. And walked right up to me as he kind of angled up the embankment coming up the creek. He saw something. I don't know what he saw, but he saw something. And unfortunately, it kind of spooked him a little bit, gave him the jitters. And he kind of bounced away and then stood about 20 yards away, but I still wasn't able to take a shot because it was still too dark. Right at first light, I hit a rattle sequence. Little buck came in at 10 yards. He didn't see anything, so he kind of turned around and went back. But, you know, I'm excited to go see what Joe's got and help a brother out. So we'll go do some video down there when we find his deer. Where'd you find your arrow at?
He's right here. 25.
You had a little tight window with these branches.
Beautiful. Right here, and took off around this brush pile and took a left.
Rain would have washed away any blood.
Hello? Hey, I'm looking for this deer. Can I call you back?
Is that the wife?
Yeah.
Did you tell her you got one?
Yeah, I told her I shot at one. But not pausing on the shot. There it is.
Yes! Let's go! One right down the bottom. You said he was little.
He was little. When I looked at him, I'm like, I guess I'll fire an arrow at him and see what happens, but I was reluctant, but man.
Dude. What a great buck. That's awesome, Joe.
All right. So we got it done this morning. Last night was a chore. Took Shawn back to his spot. Had to cross a creek that was roaring. It was brutal. Anyways, that was tough. I was gonna hunt this morning. Shawn went back to that spot. Seen a big guy. Didn't get a shot. I grunted about 3 different times, all in about 20 seconds, and then probably 20 minutes later, I'm just standing there in my climber, and I look over, and this buck's he's just tasting the wind. He's tasting me, just looking at me, trying to figure out what I am. Probably not even 15 yards away from me. And as I'm looking at him, I'm like, well, he's not massive, but I think I'll fling an arrow and see what happens. And I look down to knock my arrow, and I didn't even have my wrist strap connected to me. So I had to fumble with this, get that around my wrist, had to turn the video on. I got a video of it. Had to do all that, and he still didn't spook. So I was able to shoot him about 25 yards away. He probably ran maybe 30 yards maybe. And here he lies, little 8-pointer, big old body. Shot him with the Grim Reaper broadhead. Stuck to the ground, all 4 of the points stuck out. About as textbook as it gets.
It's a perfect shot.
So I'm excited to get this guy cleaned up and straight to the processor. Bam! Wow! Bam!
Okay, so Joe killed that amazing buck. Joe, I know you're watching. Congrats, buddy. Super happy for you. And I know you're doing a European mount, and I can't wait to see how that all turns out. Now, so that was Saturday. I had to head home Saturday night, And so while I came back Saturday night, I needed to be at our church for a prayer meeting. And during that prayer meeting, this buck shows up on my trail camera. That's a buck that we have not seen before, and so we've nicknamed him Rhino for that little growth that's coming out in the middle of both of his racks there. And then Jared got the opportunity to hunt there on Sunday afternoon out of the exact same stand that Joe was hunting out of. And so while Joe killed his on Saturday morning, we're now going to go along with Jared and Joe as Jared kills this buck Sunday evening. So let's go and see how that unfolds.
Oh, okay, we're recording. Okay. Hey, this is Jared, guest on the Weekend Hunter. I had to work all day yesterday and took care of some chores at the house this morning, but it's a beautiful day. It's the first week in November, so you know what? Good time to get out in the woods and go get them. So, you know, tag along as I try out in the woods and try to fling arrows. We'll see. Here we go.
So Jared shot a buck the very last seconds of the night. We're retrieving, we got a four-wheeler coming. We got the lighted knock. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, that's good blood.
I think he did.
We got good blood.
I'm gonna pull it out.
All right, Jared, we just found it.
Oh, buddy. I don't even know what it is. All I saw were horns. I couldn't look too much at horns.
Oh my gosh! Good job, Jared.
Look, I blew out the opposite shoulder.
Yeah!
Woo!
Oh my gosh.
He's a 7. Broke his brow off.
Oh, he's pretty.
Good job, Jared.
Nice.
Look at that body.
Alright guys, well, you know, first week of November, it's the rut. It can go from just dead to actually packed in about 5 seconds. I thought my hunt was done. I let down my backpack. I didn't think anything was going to happen. And all of a sudden I turn around and I just see antlers. I had about 5 minutes left until legal shooting light. And he picked me out. He kept taking a step. I just froze. He walked by a tree, took the full draw, stepped out, and I put it right behind him. You can see that Grim Reaper broadhead did work. He didn't go 30 yards, and look at, I popped both lungs. Not even a contest. So, yeah. Then after it was all done, look at my watch. Had about 2 minutes left till legal shooting light. So, you know, stay until the end, because that's when it happens. Yeah. Talk to you guys later.
Jared, I'm happy for you, buddy. I couldn't have asked for the hunt to work out any better, except maybe a little earlier in the day for you. But you know, I'm super happy as a friend. Jared and Joe have been my best friends growing up. When times weren't good, when I was struggling, I could count on them. And I'm super happy for them, and I'm thankful for their friendship in my life. And I'm thankful that in the final year of that property, that they both were able to kill a deer, and not just any deer, but both of them were their personal best bucks. And so I'm ecstatic for them. So once again, congratulations, guys. 2 bucks out of the same stand, 1 day apart. You couldn't ask for anything better than that. But we are not done hunting at my parents' there. We have a couple more weeks before they have to be out of that place. So I and Madison and Gabriel are heading up there this weekend for the opening of rifle season. So stick around for our next video, next week's video, that will be highlighting that, and hopefully Rhino, Pitchfork, or the other little buck that we've had show up that looks to be the offspring of Pitchfork make their appearance on this week's or on next week's video, and so we can cover capturing one of them as well with the rifle or with the bow. So again, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, and share. I appreciate all of your support. I appreciate you continuing to come back here week after week and watch these videos. You know, we're the average hunters. We're average hunters with average equipment, and it's more than a channel name. It's a lifestyle. So again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next week.